So you guys saw yesterday and today, I went a total of 39 hours for my intermittent fasting. And during the fast, there were plenty of times where I wanted to throw in the towel. And it kind of reminds me of how a lot of people invest in the financial market, in their own healthy habits. They see discouragement in some way, right? If it's in the financial market, they see a pullback. If it's in their personal goals, maybe they're trying to lose weight and they weigh themselves and they throw in the towel, right? And so I had plenty of times yesterday and today where I almost wanted to throw in the towel early. Now, one of the reasons I love recording videos every time I fast, giving updates on how many hours, is that it kind of puts accountability into the fast. I tend not to do so well if I don't tell people about it, whether it be on YouTube or tell my coworkers about it or whoever I'm with, right, that I'm fasting. Sometimes people think I'm a broken record talking about it, but it's really for my own accountability. Because when I go to the office and tell people I'm 12 hours into fasting and I hope to make whatever number and I don't make it and they see me eating, right? I guess you guys might not see me eating, but I still feel accountable. It's an embarrassment, right? Especially if it's a very short fast, right? If we start doing longer fasts, maybe I could throw in the towel a little bit easier, right? But there's something else I want to mention, is that to always keep your end goal in your mind, right? So for example, a lot of people buy silver or gold or GameStop to get rich quick, right, or Bitcoin, and they forget the end goal of protecting themselves in a currency crisis, right? So what are my end goals for intermittent fasting? Well, obviously, I want to change my attitude toward food, right? 2 years ago, I had compulsive eating problems. I was constantly stepping out of social events to get to my food. It was intruding on my career. That was my first and foremost goal. But lately, I've been developing other goals in relation to my intermittent fasting. So back in November, my mom commented on how much weight I had lost, and she was quote-unquote concerned for me. I mean, I wasn't concerned for myself because the immediate problem was my attitude toward food. But her concern for me allowed me to talk about things that matter to me, right? My solo sexuality, my differences in lifestyle, because she and I have not been on good speaking terms over my sexual orientation. Now, ditto for my job, right? A lot of times my colleagues, my boss, they don't see my personal lifestyle matters as important. I often don't get to take vacation time, and when I was fasting and I was losing weight fast, first of all, people wanted to know how I lost the weight. You got to understand, I live in the United States, right? And second, they felt concerned for me, and so when I asked for a certain day off, I wanted to see the lunar eclipse. It flowed a whole lot easier, right? Anyway, so keep the end goal in mind, and remember that if it's worth doing, there's gonna be points where things are gonna pull back a little bit, right? And just like with the financial markets, right? I love it when gold and silver pull back, right? And I invest more in it. Similarly, during a fast, when I have a pullback, when I'm not feeling so good, those are the times to reflect on how can I make things even better in my life, right?